We have a very mystical and healing new moon on February 19th, 20th, depending on where you are. And it is really extra powerful as it is preceded by Shivaratri, just the day before that. And this is a placement where you could be feeling a deep inward focus, wanting to connect, or feeling a pull inward, as much as new moons do for us. They start a new cycle. It is a new lunar cycle where you're going to want to tune into, and I will give you some soul questions for what is it that your soul is calling you to next, and especially around rejuvenation, around healing, starting something new as far as opening up to connecting deeper into the divine and into your gifts as well. Hi, I'm Prema Gurreri, and welcome to Chart Your Path. I'm so glad that you're here. I'd appreciate you subscribing, liking, or sharing if this is resonating for you. And if you don't know what your Vedic ascendant is in Vedic astrology, the link to my chart calculator is down below in the description, and you can go there and you can find out what is your ascendant sign and your moon sign, and especially your ascendant. That's how you want to read the chart, and it comes with a great guide to your chart that helps you to understand what house is what in Vedic astrology. So this is a sidereal zodiac. The new moon is in Aquarius in Vedic astrology. It is in the nakshatra of Shatabhisha, which is the nakshatra of 100 healers or 100 physicians of the gods. And as I said, Shivaratri, which is a Hindu celebration that is always celebrated just before the new moon in Aquarius this time of year. It is very much the celebration of on the dark night before the new moon, and it is really when the sun is transiting in Aquarius, of course, with the moon. Now it's extra sacred because Saturn has moved into an Aquarius, also our great humanitarian sign, and so Saturn owns Aquarius, so that's actually making this time and this new moon even more powerful. It is a time of honoring Shiva, and Shiva, the great destroyer of illusions, of attachments, of fears. And it is observed by fasting and chanting Om Namah Shivaya and other Shiva mantras, and staying up all night to do that typically. It marks a time of overcoming the darkness as we move into the spring's light, overcoming ignorance as well. So you may want to spend some time honoring Shivaratri on February 18th. Now, with this new moon, which is at about 7 degrees of Aquarius, so where's Aquarius in your chart? What's at 7? Around that 7-degree mark. And again, this is 100 healers, 100 physicians of the gods. So really sacred placement, and it's connected to healing and overcoming disease, and really bestows gifts in the healing arts. So if you have healing gifts yourself, or you want to partake in any energetic healing or any of the healing arts, wonderful time for doing that. There's a deep connection to herbal and plant remedies here, and it's represented, Shatabhisha is by the water bearer, and is said that we can pour forth the cosmic waters that nourish humanity. Now, Aquarius is a very humanitarian sign, and as I've been talking about with Saturn here, is where we're concerned and being called into our social dharma, our social purpose. This is a place where we can tune into how can we contribute to the healing of humanity. Now, all the healing we do for ourselves also heals the collective. So this is a wonderful time for you to overcome or ask for guidance and help around healing, or practice again any of the healing arts. Super, super potent around this new moon. There is a real potential to connect really deeply with our inner selves, and there's an activation potential for the Kundalini energy. So doing yoga, sitting in meditation during and around this new moon can really activate some new energy. Of course, that Kundalini energy that's at the base of the spine and unleashes its way upwards. Now, Varuna, the god that is represented here, and is god of medicines and of wisdom, and is really a powerful mystical healer, said to be lord of Maya, of illusion, and is here to really establish and protect the natural law of things. And the primary motivation for Shatabhisha, and where this new moon is the motivation of Dharma. Connects us to our purpose again. So a wonderful time for you to get more deeply connected with your purpose, with your social purpose, and tune in to the next steps with your purpose. And the other beautiful thing about this new moon and its placement is there's a lot of vitality here, and it's said to give great courage. So whatever is coming up for you around this new moon, you will have the courage to take the steps to actually bring that into fruition over this next 30-day cycle. And sometimes when the new moon comes and we get our soul directives on what we're birthing and focusing on for the next 30 days, we initiate it. And that 30-day lunar cycle of initiating that energy is really powerful, and then we can continue to take the steps along the way for it. There's a couple other transits I want to talk to you about that are playing in with here, and I also want to give you some soul directive questions to drop into your soul to help you to tap into what this new moon really is for you and what's coming through. So keep in mind that Saturn has been and the sun have been combust from about the 13th to right about to Shivaratri on the 18th. And so that we're just coming out of that as you are getting this new moon update. But you could have been feeling kind of burnt out and just a little less motivation, less enthusiasm, a little burnt out, especially for you Leo ascendants and you Aries ascendants, but really it's kind of collective. So if you had that for the last, few days, no worries. That's just that combustion and that's moving on. Now we have some auspicious energy with Venus and Pisces, but I want to talk to you about your soul directives here first. So I want to invite you just to tune in with these questions. You can stop the recording, you can come back to them, you can write them down, and then take them into meditation with you. But some questions that could be really potent for you for this new moon would be just tuning into your heart, closing your eyes, taking some deep breaths through your heart. We want to invite that mind down to the heart. And really, what is your soul calling you to focus on, to become aware of over this next 30-day cycle, especially when it comes to healing, to rejuvenation, to the energetics of things, as this new moon represents. So what's your soul calling you to focus on? And the next soul question, and you may want to journal about this or let your answers percolate, and you can take them in your own timing. You can always come back to this. So and then tuning into, where's your soul calling you to bring in more healing in your life now? And there's so many ways we can bring in healing. We can collaborate with someone else, with a healer. We can ask for healing. We can practice healing arts on ourselves and clearing processes. And I always hold a full moon healing circle every month, and that's an opportunity to heal. But what is it that you're being called to heal? What's up for healing? And what's one way you could bring more of that healing in for yourself? I have a sense that for a lot of you that this new moon can really unlock some of your healing gifts if you can just take a few moments and really sit in with that energy and open up to, we all have this healing capacity within us, whether we want to use it on ourselves. It's really aligning in that vibration of the divine. where the dissonance of what's off, whether it's beliefs, blocks, and barriers or something physical, really can't stay in alignment, out of alignment anymore. So just tune in with the soul wisdom questions. Love to hear what's coming up for you on this new moon. What's up for healing for you, or where are you being called to use more of your healing gifts? And the other transit I really want you to be aware of, I talked about this in my February update, and you can watch that whole update. The link is available for that. But on February 15th, Venus moved into Pisces with Jupiter in Vedic astrology, and Venus is exalted. Jupiter owns that placement. We have the two Brahman planets come together, shedding a lot of light. Venus ruling love and relationships and connections, and a karaka of wealth, and also it rules something personally for you, depending on what Libra and Taurus, what houses those are for you. And Jupiter is our knowledge, our wisdom, and our deep spirituality, very much the visionary and the sage, where this is very much the Venus, the connector. I really see the muse energy, the intuition coming in really. And also you want to really lean into your creativity with this placement as well. And so this is great for deepening your relationships and for connecting in deeply with the divine self, source, others, for being respectful and honoring of other people and other ways that we connect. And Venus in Pisces is really asking us to surrender and to have a more creative approach and really honor the spirituality in our relationships. Let go of any of those beliefs that are keeping us from in our separation. And the people pleaser can definitely rear its head here. So also, love is not achieved by what we try to do for others in order just to get that love. It's really what's really coming from the heart. And this placement can really help us with that. So again, I'd love to hear what's coming up for you on this new moon. Any questions you have, I read all my comments. If you want some deeper insight with me, links to readings are down below, and to some of the class offerings that I have, and also to my healing sessions. And I appreciate you being here, liking and subscribing to this, and sharing it if it's resonating for you. So much love to you.